Ladies and gentlemen, Adelita Democratic Representative Grijalva has illegally not been sworn in or seated. So, he being Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson has been threatened as of today with legal action. Today, October 14, 2025, Arizona Attorney General Kris threatened legal action against House Speaker Mike Johnson for his failure to seat Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva, who won a special election in 2020. September 23rd, 2020. The lawsuit argues to Speaker Mike Johnson in a letter that Attorney General Kris accuses him of violating the United States Constitution by unnecessarily delaying Grijalva's swearing in. Mays argues that the move amounts to trying to use Arizona's constitutional right to representation in the House as a bargaining chip. Hence, amidst all this, Johnson has and still currently states, my editorial edition, ladies and gentlemen, that Grijalva will be sworn in once the ongoing government shutdown is resolved and the House is back in a regular session. He has also stated that it is to ensure she receives the proper ceremonial acknowledgement. However, Johnson swore in 2 Republicans members during a pro forma session earlier in 2025, which Democrats point to as evidence of a double standard. Democrats allege that the real reason for the delay is political. Grijalva has pledged to be the 218th signature on a discharge petition, which would force a vote to release more federal files related to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you guys don't know who Democratic Representative Adelita Grijalva is, let's get into that. Adelita Grijalva won a special election in Arizona's 7th Congressional District to fill the seat left vacant after the death of her late father, Raul Grijalva, Raul Grijalva, Grijalva. ladies and gentlemen, our next reporting is of the unfortunate passing of proclaimed R&B artist D'Angelo. Acclaimed R&B artist D'Angelo has died at the age of 51, following a private battle with pancreatic cancer. His family confirmed the news in a statement on Tuesday, October 14, 2025, today. Ladies and gentlemen, the cause of death. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over that. D'Angelo died from complications related to pancreatic cancer, which he had been battling courageously for some time. A source told People magazine that he had been hospitalized for months and spent his final 2 weeks in hospice care. A career defined by neo-soul and reclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, is where we're at. D'Angelo, born who was born Michael Eugene Archer, emerged in the mid-1990s as a key figure in the neo-soul movement, which fused classic soul, funk, and jazz with his hip-hop sensibilities. His 1995 debut album with the his 1995 album Brown Sugar established him as a major voice in the game. Its hit singles included the track and Lady. Titled The Track and Lady is what it included, ladies and gentlemen. He cemented his legacy, ladies and gentlemen, with 2000 masterpieces Voodoo, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and won a Grammy for Best R&B Album. The single titled How Does It Feel earned him another Grammy for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. Despite his success, D'Angelo was known for his reclusiveness and long periods away from the spotlight, in part due to struggles with the pressure of fame. He made a celebrated return in 2014 with Black Messiah, Messiah, ladies and gentlemen, which also won a Grammy for Best R&B Album. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are getting into tributes from fellow members. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, musicians. Tributes poured in on social media from a wide array of artists, including Missy Elliott, Tyler the Creator, Jill Scott, and DJ Premier, reflecting D'Angelo's immense influence on his peers. Grammy winner Nile Rodgers remembered meeting D'Angelo early in his career and being captivated, ladies and gentlemen, by his music. RCA Records, his longtime label, released a statement mourning the loss of a peerless visionary whose artistry will continue to inspire generations of artists to come. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into family and recent news. D'Angelo is survived by his 3 children. This news comes just months after the death of his former partner and musical collaborator, Annie Stone, the mother of his oldest son. He had recently canceled a performance, ladies and gentlemen, at the 2025 Roots Picnic, citing a medical delay related to surgery he had earlier in the year.